When winter reaches its cruelest form, when the air itself feels sharp enough to cut skin, survival is no longer about comfort. It becomes a test of knowledge, instinct, and the will to endure. In places where temperatures fall to minus 40, minus 50, even minus 71 degrees Celsius, humanity should not exist. And yet, it always has. Long before modern insulation, before electricity and steel, the Vikings faced winters that froze oceans and shattered wood. Their answer was not brute force against nature, but understanding. They built their homes from the earth itself. Viking earth houses were low, half buried into the ground, covered with layers of soil and grass. From the outside, they looked fragile. From the inside, they were warm sanctuaries. The earth trapped heat, blocked wind, and kept temperatures stable even when blizzards raged outside. Fire burned gently inside, smoke escaping through small openings, while thick walls held warmth like a living thing. These homes did not fight the cold, they embraced it, using the land as protection. The Vikings understood a truth many forget today. Survival is not about conquering nature, but adapting to it. Thousands of kilometers away, centuries later, that same truth would save a life again.
Almost.
In the frozen emptiness of Siberia, where winter temperatures plunged to minus 71 degrees Celsius, a 90-year-old man drove alone through endless white. The road disappeared beneath snow. The sky pressed down like a lid. Then the engine failed. Silence took over, and from that silence, shadows emerged. Wolves, not one or two, but a pack, silent, patient, watching. At 90 years old, strength is gone, speed is gone, but something else remains: experience. The man did not panic. He stayed inside the vehicle, understanding that metal, like the Viking earth house, could be a barrier between life and death. He rationed heat, conserving fuel. He moved slowly, minimizing energy loss. He waited. Outside, the wolves circled. They were not monsters. They were survivors, shaped by the same brutal land. Hunger drove them, cold sharpened them, but they hesitated. The man did not run. He did not provoke. He endured. Hour after hour, cold gnawed at his bones. Frost crept across the glass. Breath turned to ice. In that moment, survival became mental. Every decision mattered. Every movement had consequence. Just as the Vikings once trusted their homes, this man trusted patience, knowledge, and restraint. Eventually, help came. The wolves faded back into the snow. The old man survived. 2 stories, 2 worlds, 1 lesson. Across time and distance, humans have survived the deadliest cold on Earth, not through strength alone, but with wisdom, by building shelters that work with nature, by staying calm when fear demands panic, by understanding that warmth is not just fire, but strategy, that survival is not youth, but judgment. When the world freezes, it reveals who we truly are. Those who endure are not always the strongest or the fastest. They are the ones who listen, adapt, and refuse to surrender, even when surrounded by ice, darkness, and death itself.
See the grain of the wood, little one? It tells you where to cut.
This stew is hearty.
Aye, it will keep us warm through the night.
We are running low on the vegetables.
The winter is long. We must ration closely.
This should keep us warm through the night.
The stew will be ready soon. This wool should last through the winter.
Good. The boat needs patching before the next tide.
The snow is deep. We will need more wood soon.
I know. This should hold for the morning.
The storm is coming.
I know. We are safe here. They say the gods still walk among us, watching from the shadows. Are the boots nearly dry yet?
Almost. The leather will be soft by morning.
We lost 3 good men to the ice, but the gods favored our journey south. We will eat well this winter.
Morning in a remote mountain village of Afghanistan begins in a silence shaped by extreme cold, where every breath turns into white mist and the frozen ground cracks under each careful step. Before the sun rises above the snow-covered peaks, the villagers are already awake, not out of choice, but out of necessity, preparing themselves for another day of survival in one of the harshest environments on Earth. Inside a small earthen house built from mud and stone, a weak fire flickers in the corner, casting warm shadows on walls darkened by years of smoke. A mother kneads dough with bare hands stiff from the cold, her movements slow yet steady, shaped by generations of experience. This simple act is the beginning of a traditional breakfast, a meal that means far more than food. Flatbread is placed onto the hot surface, and the quiet sound of baking fills the room, blending with the howl of wind outside. A kettle of tea simmers gently, sending steam into the cold air, offering warmth to bodies worn down by endless winter. The father sits close to the fire, eyes fixed on the doorway leading to the mountains, knowing that soon he must step back into the freezing wind to tend livestock and face whatever the day brings. Children remain wrapped in thin blankets, waiting patiently, their small hands stretched toward the fire for warmth. The breakfast is simple, often just bread and hot tea, sometimes with a little butter or dried milk, yet it carries the strength needed to endure hours in the cold. Each bite holds warmth, resilience, and the quiet determination of people who have learned to live in harmony with hardship. In these mountains, a traditional breakfast is not a luxury or a routine, but a moment of comfort, a shared pause that binds family together before the cold reclaims the day. It is in these small, humble moments that